Happy Thursday, everybody. Max here, and on today's Fix of Gaming News, Nintendo answers some of our burning questions about Mario Kart World while creating some new burning questions about Tears of the Kingdom's cloud saves on Switch 2. Meanwhile, Marvel Rivals will let you change the color of your character's costumes, but it's gonna cost you. Let's get into it. This morning, Nintendo held a 15-minute direct detailing the new bells, whistles, and Koopa shells coming to Mario Kart World, or rather items and new modes and features and stuff like that. A few returning items were shown off, like Bullet Bill and Lightning, which do what you might expect they'd do. The former sends players flying forward at breakneck speeds, while the latter stops and shrinks opponents. But since Mario Kart World now has weather conditions, Lightning also brings a rainstorm with it, which presumably affects track conditions, which is kind of an interesting little wrinkle there. As for new items, there's now a golden coin shell, which behaves like a normal Koopa shell, but it leaves a trail of coins behind it, which can be collected by the player who launched it, as well as everyone else in the race. There are also now hammers, which will stick into the track for a time, creating obstacles for other racers. Another new one is Kamek, the Koopa wizard, who can be spawned to turn opponents into all sorts of weird stuff, which sounds incredibly chaotic, and I'm quite frankly very interested in how that pans out. One new addition is the collectible Dash Foods, which, when collected, unlock new outfits to be used elsewhere in the game. Grand Prix and Time Trial modes are returning, but one new addition shown off was Knockout Tour, which featured extended races spread across the new open world map, and anybody who can't keep up with the rest of the pack is knocked out. Versus Race, Balloon Battle, and Coin Runners modes also return. The trick system has been tricked out a bit too, and charge jumps can now be done straight from the track, letting players get some air to get over obstacles, or it might come in handy for the new wall riding sections. It seems like in addition to the broader map, Mario Kart World is going to have a good amount of verticality for players to explore as well. If you're worried about screwing up a trick, there's now a rewind feature, which will allow players to do over certain sections by putting the clock back a little bit. Presumably, that'll have limitations that'll keep it from making things too easy, but Forza Horizon has a similar feature and it's totally fine over there, so I'm sure it'll figure itself out. If you want more details on what's being added to Mario Kart World, you can find a full write-up over on IGN.com, or if you haven't already, check out the full Nintendo Direct in its entirety, which is up on our site and our YouTube. So Nintendo cleared some stuff up about Mario Kart World, but there's some new confusion about another Switch 2 title, or rather a Switch 1 title that is making the jump to Switch 2. A disclaimer on the official page for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's enhanced Switch 2 version reads, "Please note, this software does not support the Nintendo Switch Online paid membership save data cloud backup feature." Understandably, this is causing some concern among players who've sunk hundreds, if not thousands of hours into this game. It's unclear if Nintendo was going to introduce some sort of a dedicated save transfer app like it did for Animal Crossing New Horizons. IGN has reached out for clarification, and we'll let you know when we find out more. My guess is it's some kind of a placeholder thing. The pages for Breath of the Wild and Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 versions had similar disclaimers that have since been mysteriously removed. Nintendo knows full well how much time and energy people have put into Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm guessing they understand how pissed off those people would be if there was no way to carry that progress over into the new version they just shelled out extra money to play on their new expensive console. So hopefully it gets sorted out. Speaking of spending money on things, it was announced a while back that Marvel Rivals would be introducing a new feature that would allow players to customize their characters' costumes a bit by changing the colors, which is great. But of course, with this being a free-to-play game, hopefully nobody is seeing red that they're going to have to fork over some green to do so. Posted on the Marvel Rivals X account, customized color costumes will cost 600 unstable molecules for exchange. Unstable molecules can be exchanged from Lattice at a 1-to-1 rate. You must first obtain the costumes before you can customize them. Initially, only a select few costumes will have this feature, and we will expand more over time to other costumes. When you customize your colors, this will affect intro animation, MVP, and emotes. Starting Season 3, we will provide more options to obtain unstable molecules. Please let us know which costumes you want to see with customized colors in the future. So if you're keeping track, unstable molecules are something like the 5th currency to come into this game. There's already Lattice, which is kind of the main one, units, chrono tokens, and costume coins. 100 Lattice is roughly $1, so 600 unstable molecules at a 1-to-1 ratio means it'll cost you about $6 to make a purple Black Widow or an orange White Queen or whatever costumes and colors are currently available. As annoying as another form of microtransactions might be, I will say as a Marvel nerd, this is a cute choice of name for this particular currency. In the comics, Reed Richards discovers unstable molecules and figures out how to use them to make superhero costumes that stretch every which way. So if you've ever wondered how he's able to expand his entire body without ripping a hole in his pants, that is how he does it. And he also shared this technology with various other Marvel characters, which helps handwave away why various other characters' clothing doesn't get torn to shreds or set on fire unless the story dictates otherwise. Obviously, the Hulk's shirt is not made of this stuff, but his pants are maybe half of that? I don't know. I think he just buys like big sweatpants at the big and tall store. But anyway, unstable molecules, not quite plot armor, but definitely plot activewear. That is your fix for Thursday, April 17th, 2025. Now that you're all caught up on the news, go get yourself something nice. Follow the IGN Deals social accounts for product recommendations and some of the best deals online. You can follow IGN Deals on X, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky, as well as IGN_deals on TikTok. And if you'd rather spend money on an awesome experience, friendly reminder, IGN Live is officially returning to downtown LA on June 7th and 8th. We're gonna have tons of playable games on PC, consoles, and handhelds, celebrity panels and interviews, trailer reveals, live shows, giveaways, and so much more. Through April, we are doing early bird pricing on tickets, so grab them while they're cheap. It's $15 for a single day versus $25. We also have a VIP option. Tickets are on sale right now, so head over to ign.com/live so you don't miss out. We hope we see you there, and for all things, everything else, keep it right here on IGN. Happy Thursday, everybody. Have a good rest of your week.